Aren't really on what the happening here. Mark is, because he's on the ball a bit. So I'm saying to these, something's feeling off here, something's not right here, something's wrong here. What they do first of all is offer me a plea deal. So before they get us back up in court, before they take us back up in court, I get dragged out by my barristers and get told they put a deal on the table for you. This was the deal he offered me: go guilty to the murder and we'll acquit all your coldies. So now I've gone back in the cell with this proposition. These are saying if I go guilty now, you's for a walking. So I'm saying to them, I'm going to go guilty in a minute, you's are going home. So this is what I'm saying to the boys: I'm going guilty, yeah, you's are going home. And they're like, Dad, no, flat, we'll ride this. So we really, they all got acquitted in the end. But anyway, look, we've gone back up into court, 2 o'clock. I've told them no chance with the deal. We go back up in court, because I'm convinced we're getting acquitted. They're not going to disclose this fucking wrong, are they? Obviously, Yinka's not there and it's playing alarm bells. We go back up in court, prosecution stand up, blah, 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 blah. I'm asking, where's Yinka? The case is being dropped on Yinka. The case got dropped on him. Not in the dock no more, he's been let go. Now they're disclosing who the snitch is. Yinka's uncle, who he's been living with, Tony Christian. So Tony Christian had been snitching on us for like 2 years before that murder, telling the police about me graft, telling the police about what, other shootings, other things that's gone on. And because Weetman and Yinka was round us, they're going home telling Tony Christian everything what's going on the streets, and he's going. So when Tony Christian's got his handlers coming to his house in Thirlney Road, handlers is what the police give you. They'll give you someone that looks like a friend who can go to your house and chill and get the information off you and pay you. So while all this mad shit's going on, you've got Weetman in this vicinity, because he's in the same house as a young kid. And Weetman, as a young kid, got shot in the head by a few kids from Lower Breck Road. And he's always been a little bit fucked and slow in the head, this Weetman kid, because of that gunshot to his head. That's when he's bent on to becoming a snitch. So when you've got this Weetman around Liam Cornett and all these other firms in Anfield, every single observation that you see about Liam Cornett, you've only got to go and look in the paper and Google it and look at the observation pictures, and you'll see Kevin Weetman smack bang in the middle of them all. And he doesn't get nicked, and all the rest do. All the rest go to jail, all the rest get mad sentences, but he doesn't.
Bring back that first date book every day.
And you know, offences like, he's been in flats, this Weetman, on Thirlney Road, and feds have gone in, and he's just had a load dropped to him. So they've gone in, they've got him with a firearm, scales, and like 9 ounces of white in bits. Nicked and banged to rights. Doesn't get charged or nothing on them. Honest to God. Ends up with this little mad where you can't question it. It's like, you know, if someone else never got charged on that, you'd be going, fuck, what? But they'll come out with something where you go, but you can't really say, because it's plausible what they've said, how they've walked on this. It can happen in that way, but it hasn't. They've snitched. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, just a little bit of history about my court case there, and then people from Liverpool who think they're fucking gangsters running around snitching on every. That's what they do. So when I get out now and I've got all these coming at me, including Weetman, I haven't mentioned nothing about Weetman's dad. I've kept my mouth shut about the snitching in my trial. Why? Because I didn't want to jeopardise the shit with me nieces and nephews going to this gym. So look, you know, when I get out of jail, I've got all helmets calling me wrong'uns and that. Not straight away, they're all lifting my arse, Weetman and all that. They're all on board with me at the beginning, because I'm not grafting, I'm not looking on grafting. But during all that time, I'm thinking to myself, you fucking ratchet ass snitched on us, where's your Yinka? You know, I'm out of jail now, and where's this Yinka, the little snitch? But I'm not screaming and shouting about it and keeping it to myself. Why? Because our Stephen, who's 13 and 14, is in this place called Peak Fitness. It's a gym at the top of my lane that Thomas Christian runs and owns, and the Broads, and these are the Weetmans, and Tony Christian, the snitch in my trial, is Thomas Christian's uncle or dad or something like this, I'm not sure, but they're connected in that way. So I don't want to bring negative vibes, like I didn't want to bring negative vibes to Chucky. The same dynamic. So when I've got out of my jail, I was well within my rights. I was well within my rights to decapitate Chucky. Why? Because his sister was the only snitch in my trial. The only reason I got convicted on a conspiracy to murder was because of Melissa Curry's sister, Nikki Curry. So I've got out, and I should have, you know, if I was that fucking horrible, if I didn't realise it was me and my damage and my decisions that caused most of this shit, I probably would have got out and stoved that little fucking rat's head in and demolished her. Why? Because your sister's a grass. Got me 18 years. You know, that type of mindset. But I left it. Couldn't be arsed with it. And it was the same with this Christian shit, you know, where the dad had been snitching on us for 2 years. I couldn't even be arsed mentioning it to no one. But now they're all coming at me. And they're calling me all this mad shit, insinuating that I've done this and doing that and all mad shit. So I'm going, hang on. You all sit there calling me a snitch. You're a fucking snitch, and so's your family. So now the Christians are fuming. Why? Because I'm speaking truth on them. They can't handle it, so now they've got problems with me. And all fail me, all lads are starting to develop problems with me. Why? Because I'm screaming about them, because they're screaming on me. Now I'm screaming on the Christians, I'm upsetting Thomas Christian. Now I'm upsetting Thomas Christian, I'm upsetting Frankie Christian. Now I'm upsetting Frankie Christian, I'm upsetting half the little dickheads along Breck Road. And I've got all these coming at me now. Why? Because these dickheads are giving them money to spray paint all over Breck Road on me. So now I'm in a mad fucking place. I've got all these gangsters that are going to Peak Fitness targeting me. I've got your Jobo Harrises, I've got your Bakers, I've got your Fet Masons, I've got all these fucking helmets targeting me. So we're targeting them back. And there was always you know, the Bakers were intent on killing me when I got out of jail. So I was told by Rudy and Co. So when you people have heard me screaming about Peak Fitness, and you've heard me screaming about this and this and this in Anfield and all, I'm fully justified in how I've reacted here. Fully, mate. They were coming with criminal behaviour towards me, and I'm addressing it verbally. They're trying to get me shot dead on me Mars step, and I'm screaming at them, choose a life not a knife, instead of running out with a gun and killing one or two of them. And it's all there, it's not like I'm lying about it. I've got no need to lie at all, you know. What I've done and how I've reacted to these people was right and justified. When I'm screaming about these Farleys, when I'm screaming about the Lows, when I'm screaming about Ryan Lowe, when I'm screaming about Jerry Matthews, when I'm screaming about all these scousers that have come at me and shared the platform with the people that have tried to shoot me dead, I'm well within me fucking right. When you've got Jerry Matthews that was proclaiming to be Craig Barker's best fucking mate, and I'm getting out of jail, and he's mixing with that tried to get me shot dead, meaning Daniel Kinahan. Then I start speaking, hang on, Jerry Matthews, aren't you meant to be encouraging the youth to have better lifestyles? Aren't you meant to be encouraging the youth off Langley to not deal drugs? But there you are, standing next door to Daniel fucking Kinahan like he's an hero. So we start screaming on him. You know, he took Craig Barker's name off his fucking boxing shorts. Why? Because the Kinahans didn't like me, and I was always talking about Craig Barker. Jerry Matthews took bloke off his fucking boxing shorts to please the Kinahans because he was me. Straight up, like, you don't see this dynamics, do you? That's what happened. So when I'm screaming on Derry Matthews, I'm well within me fucking right. When I'm screaming about Tony Judge being a fucking rat, he passed the firearm to Kevin Weetman. The firearm ended up in the hands of Cashman. Cashman tried to kill me dead on my ma's step, and yous all played a fucking part. So when I speak on Brian Broad, the firearm was lodged in Brian Broad before it was used on me on my estate. Don't think I'm talking shit. When I'm screaming about all this, and you scousers think, oh, he's just screaming at everyone, she's a joke. No, I'm not. They all fucking done shit towards me, and I've had to defend myself by myself. Why? Because Danny weren't out of prison, Stephen weren't on board, Billy weren't to be seen, Ian's a Freemason and sold his soul within 2 years of me going to jail. All the real lads are lifed off. My boys are doing life terms. They're not my boys now. Why? Because they've been screaming, choose a life, not a knife. Gaz Allen, Cashman, rat brother. I know, mate, he's a child killer, and I still get targeted now by his firm, his Scouse firm. You know, we still got people in the city of Liverpool that are sending him money. He's killed a little kid in the city. Do you get what I'm saying? It's because of him. It's because of him I can't see Quintus, my son. Why? Because his fucking Bird's family, the Sweeneys, are mates with Quintus's man, and they've had the wicked way with it. Turned it on me. Yes, swoosh. Restart, says Delboy. And look, everything I just said there, it might sound like I'm fucking angry, because I am, mate. I'm fuming, mate. Honest to God. The shit they've put me through in the last 9 years. And I've had to now decide to drop the message that's kept me on my path. This message is gone now, I'm going to derail. It's all intentional. It's all intentional. What's coming now is intentional. You take my breath away. You take my breath away. So I'm not L5 Alive no more. I'm not Darren Gee no more. That's why you're not seeing it on my platforms. You might see Calnack UK inspired. That's all you're seeing. I've dropped it. I'm Darren Gee now. It's different. I'm Darren Gee. I'm representing Darren Gee. If you think you can take the piss out of Darren Gee, you've got another thing fucking coming, mate. I'm not carrying this message. I haven't got to think about how I'm going to treat you because I've got this message hanging over me. It's gone now. You just went out your way to destroy a very, very powerful fucking message. You've just done it. I'm allowing you to do it. I'm not fighting over it no more. I'm fighting over what you're saying to me. What you're doing to me. I haven't even started fighting with you yet. I've just been plotting for 8 years. Just been doing homework for 8 years. While you're running around screaming shit on social media, I'm looking for your home address. I'm finding out who lives at your home address. I'm finding out what car is that and who drives it. And that's what I've been doing for 3 or 4 years with you. When I come from, so I've got no purpose on social media going forward. I'm getting this year out of the way, going to get into the summer, and then I'm coming off social media. And don't think I haven't been prepping for that. Do not think for a minute I'm not prepped for when I come off social media. As I say, 10 years ago, the people I was speaking to about my plans, they're now 10 years older, okay? They know my plan. They know what's coming. I've got no purpose on social media. The only reason I was on social media was to raise awareness about choose a life, not a knife. That's my whole presence on social media, preventing kids from getting fucked up like me, participating in a life of crime like me. Do you understand what I'm saying? That was my purpose on here. I've got no choose a life, not a knife. I'm not carrying it no more. There is absolutely no purpose for me on social media from the summer of 2026. The 21st of June 2026 is when I shut down every single social media platform I've got existing then. I'm not going to shut it down. I'm going to pass them on to someone. I'm going to give them to someone and let them have them. Me, I'm gone. I'm ghost mode. I'm looking vengeance, me. And I'm going to start with the weakest first. I'm going to start with the weakest first. Why? Give me a bit more confidence to go for the big fish. So when I stumble along you, little fish, expect to get your face slashed to fuck. No ifs or buts. I'm coming for the jugular. Expect that when I see you. When I get into close proximity to you, expect yourself to be getting ribboned off me for what you've said and done to me in the last 8 years. And there's loads of yous, isn't there? There's a fucking big dozen of yous, isn't there? It's only one of me. There's loads of yous, loads of yous. And if I get within a foot of you, you're fucked. Straight up, this isn't me being big and bad. This is Darren Gee talking. This is Darren Gee talking to you. If I get within a foot of any one of yous little social media fucking warriors, I'm leaving yous fucked for life. Every time you look in a mirror, you're gonna know what you spoke on me. Trust me on it, watch. Yous gangsters. I'm not into the money thing. But I know I've got a war on my hands with the Moors. And I've had a war on my hands since prison with the Moors. And right through my prison, I was ready and preparing to get out and go to war with the Moors. I'm not stepping into your space to take your graft. I'm stepping into your space to drop bodies. Darren Gee is a killer. Darren Gee has got multiple bodies under his belt. Darren Gee has never been arrested or convicted for any of the murders he's committed. Darren Gee went to jail for a murder he never committed. Someone else committed that murder. I conspired with that murderer. Darren Gee is a dangerous fucking kid when he's got a gun or a knife in his hand. He will take your life in a flash. And this is who you've got talking about yous now. You haven't got Darren Gee the message, choose a life, not a knife. You've got Darren Gee sick to the back fucking teeth of a gang of fucking dickheads. And you need to be taught a fucking lesson going forward. 21st of June next year, I come off social media. Within 6 months, one of yous is seriously fucking injured. Because I'm going to start setting examples. And dickheads like Snitchfield, Liam, yous are all vulnerable. Ben Hatchett's, every single one of yous. I don't care who it is. Whoever I come across first, I'm going to set an example for the rest of yous. If I come across Herbert first, the rest of yous are going to know. I'm going to shit yourselves when you see the state of him. If I come across Liam Snitchfield, you're going to know why, because you're going to look at him and think, shit, if he gets me, I'm fucked. It's what you're all going to start thinking the end of next year. Oh, end of next year, end of next year. It's what I do. I plan, then carry out. I don't just go impulsive. I'm not going to go for these little knobheads with the same mindset as that family. I'm going for this dickhead with the intention of getting away. I'm going for Liam Snitchfield with the intention of getting away and not being convicted for him. I'm going for him with the intention of walking away and not getting convicted on them. That's the big one. That's the one I'm dying at. And you'll see that in 10 or 20 fucking years. And that's why all memorabilia surrounding me is going to wear fucking Brewsters when I'm gone. So get it now while you can. America. So go and clickbait that, go and make a few quid on it. Because everything I say comes true. A lot of the shit I've said and predicted comes true. And trust me, when I'm predicting my own future, it's going to come fucking true. Trust me on that. Jen, you're a good man now. I've always been a good man. I've always been a good man. You will not find a normal member of the public that's been harmed by me. Not one. Not one. Every person I've given a stitcher to, every person I've put on the floor, every single person I've targeted as being a criminal. They've been bad people. Them that's been targeting me in the last 8 years, these are bad people. They're not good people. They're not good people. I'm not proclaiming to be a fucking real good guy. I know my faults. But I'm not dealing with good people. If I was, I'd leave them to it. I'm dealing with criminal entities that have purposely, deliberately come in and targeted me for 8 years. Everyone sat back idle and let it happen. The system, the authorities, brothers, associates, they've all sat back knowing quite well I'm about to be shot dead and allowed it to happen. No loyalties to any of them from me. Any of them. They're all shithouses, all of them. As soon as the Irish come in, they all shit themselves, mate. Honest to God, all bowed down, all fucking killed each other for the Irish and all this. Honest to God, shithouses, all of them. I get out and you've got this little smackhead crack smoking rat called Liam Cornett. Got every gangster in the city shit scared. Why? Because he works for the Kinahans. I didn't give a fuck who they was. I've got out not knowing who the fuck they was, not giving a shit who anyone was. I'm just on my little journey. All of a sudden, I've got my nephew getting bullied by a drug dealer. What do you want me to do? My nephew, Billy Gee, whose dad hung himself a year before, is 13 and telling me he's in debt to Liam Cornett for £2,800 fucking pound and he's getting bullied because he wants it. What do you want me to do? Bow down like all the other shithouses? Not going, hang on a minute, what do you think you're picking on? Shithead, do you know who that is? That's young Billy Gee. Do you know who I am? I'm Darren fucking Gee. You don't do this to the G's, dickhead. That's what I've done. Told them fucking straight. I've had to go and sit off Lee Carroll and Ryan Lowe. Why? Because they wouldn't come and meet me. So I've had to go and find them. So now you've got me sitting in town whilst I'm on fucking licence. Breaching me licence conditions. Why? So I can get to Lee Carroll. I get him right next to Ryan Lowe. And the pair of them shit themselves. What did I say to them? This is going to get heavy if you don't get a grip of that little rat of yours, Carol Lamb. Get a grip of him or it's going to get fucking messy. And that's all I said to them. They never got a grip of him. It got messy. I went to kill Lee Carroll. Straight up. Sat him off. Waited for him to go on his morning run. This time he's gone with his fucking bird. So he got left. And he fucking knew it. Looked at him square in his fucking eyes. From here to you. He knew it. You could see him shit himself. He was about to get done. And little Kelly pops up. Doesn't she, Lee? Little Kelly pops up on your run with you, doesn't she? Saves your fucking life, you fat blade. Crack smoking smackhead. Saved your life, she did, on that day in that park in West Derby. You fucking know it, you little scumbag. You could have stopped all this years ago. You could have put a lid on all this before it escalated. You chose not to, and you're going to suffer for it. You're going to suffer for it. And it mightn't be direct. It might just be little Thomas getting a headshot. Yeah, it'd kill you off, wouldn't it? Why? Because you've neglected little Thomas all your life, haven't you? You haven't really looked after him, have you? But a fucking ruin you if he was found with a bullet in his head, wouldn't it? You know how easy he is, don't you? You know how easy he is, don't you? You know how easy all your family is, don't you? I don't know about the rich ones, I don't know about the smackhead ones you've left behind. You still care for them though, don't you, Lee? Of course you do. When you've got a dad like Sonny, you're fucked, aren't you, lad? I'm honest, mate. I'm not lying to you. I've gone into an house where 3 and 4 of their people, the smackheads like, they're fucked on the smack. They were living on Pleasanton Road. I've gone in their house with 2 things on me and I was about to put them all to fucking sleep. It is what it is. I just can't wait till next year, get this 10-year plan out the way and start my new one. Well, it's not a new one. It's like a rollover one. You know, my plan from the get-go is tap into this for 10 years. If it fucks up, go to plan B. It hasn't fucked up because of me, it's fucked up because of the people who exist in plan B. So now I just roll into plan B. At the 10-year mark, 21st of June 2026, I roll into plan B, which is Darren Gee. I can't wait, to be honest. Honestly, I can't wait. I haven't been in Liverpool for 7 years. The city's changed. There's a lot of people gone missing out that city, you know, who was willing to take a wage on me. There's still some there. Still 1 or 2 willing to take a wage on me. But there's more in my favour now. Ignore what these dickheads are chatting. Honestly. Ignore them all, mate. I can tap back into that game when I want. Okay? When I want. I've had the opportunity right through the last 9 years to just down my tools, come off social media, go over there and work. That problem in Liverpool's been there from before I went to jail. You know, I could have got out, got myself a firm together and took the city again if I wanted. You all think that couldn't have happened, don't you? I could have done that when I got out. Chose not to. Chose this path. Deliberately. Obviously, you've all seen what I've just been screaming for hours. What they've been doing to me to stop me getting there. You've seen what they've done to stop me getting there. Now I've just said, you know what? I can't go through another year of these dickheads targeting me, harming me mental health, accusing me of mad shit. I can't do it. I'm not willing to suffer gobshites coming out every 2 years to make themselves relevant and talk shit on me like I'm this wronging. I'm no fucking wronging. Doesn't matter what I've been screaming. There's still no one sat in jail because of me, ever. Ever. There's people within your city now that snitched on people and had them in prison. You haven't had me ever getting anyone jail. Willie Moore got himself jail, nothing to do with fucking me. Do you understand what I'm saying? His own brother got him jail. When you're hearing me scream about the Farleys and the Carrolls and oh look at him, he's a snitch, he's a snitch. Is any of them in jail for what I've spoke? Them people don't go to jail, they are the snitches. Them will sacrifice the cousins and that. You know, they'll allow the cousins to get nicked so they don't go to jail. You know, it's part and parcel, as I say. The likes of Chrissy Farley and that, your Paul Wilsons and this, these used to give kids parcels, tell the handlers what car the kid's in, the feds would pull the kid over and give them 15 years. And they used to sacrifice these young kids as a way of keeping themselves free. So the police didn't just say, you can deal drugs and we'll leave you there, go on, carry on. You know, there's a negotiation there. We need someone, we need a result. he'll go out his way to get a result. And it'll be anyone. Yo, kid, do you want 2 Kia White? Yeah. Come and pick it up, lad. Pick it up round the corner. Registration of the car, it's there. Sweep on him, nick him, bang. And that was happening right through the 90s and right through, still happening now. Old school tricks, they still do them. You got the old school families who still control and monopolise the major input. All the little parcels, all these little parcels down here where he's getting his hands on 3 and then he's chopping it up and giving it to these, giving them a 9, giving them a 4.5. All these little dickheads down here, they're not monopolising shit. We're not asked if you kill each other. We're not asked if you give each other addictions. We're not asked if you fucking burn each other's houses out. We're only asked about us at the top of the chain who's been here since the 80s. You know, we've had this since the 80s, 70s. We're 60 years in. Every business linked to our family has come from this drug dealing operation that we've established. We've monopolised this city. If you want to tap into this, you've got to be blessed by us. If you think you can tap into this, we will shut you down. That's how it is. And I don't know why you think it's any different. I don't know why you don't. It gives you the observation, it gives you the mindset like, oh, this kid's just got 5 things by himself from the dam. But he's just saying that so he protects his link. So all these kids here getting the bits from that one source. That one source is their source. You just don't understand it. So look, let's look at me and Mikey, right? Right, so the fella that's giving Mikey Wright guns is giving me heroin, and we're at war. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So look, you'll have kids having beef in Toxteth. You'll have this group beefing with this group and that group beefing with that group, and it'll be over drug dealing, it'll be over whatever. But you see the fella up here who's give them the gun, he's also the same link that got them the crack. He's also the same link that got them the smack. And they're not asked. They'll stay out of it as long as they're getting the money for the parcels. It's happy days. You can kill each other. You can do what they're not asked about. You're not part of their link. Use a word sacrificing. They don't give a shit about you all. At the top of the chain, no. You know, like you'll have 70-year-old men now at the top of this chain that are still alive now, controlling most of the drug trade in Liverpool. That one old man will have a bloodline that spans into 6 or 7 different prominent families in the city. And all these prominent families will work on the same parcel that he's getting brought into the country. So you might have, so look, you had, before Gildays died, it was Gildays, but when he died you had the Moors and their firm, which was predominantly Scotty Road, and then you had Franny Lowe, Frank Lowe, Dave Lowe, the Farleys, and all this firm from this end of the city. Canny Farm, West Derby, Huyton. Do you get what I'm saying? So all your Kirkdale and Walton and Bootle and all them areas was that firm, the Moors. Your Vic Morleys. You know Vic Morley from Scotty, don't you? You know, the scaffolding man. Major drug dealer all his fucking life. Partners with Willie Moore and the Wrights and all this. And that's how the dynamics work. So you'll have that monopolising over there, and that monopolising over there. And any new family that tries to get in there gets shut down by these. Now say you've got Willie Moore as a main man, because he was one of the biggest fucking importers in the city before he got fucked hard to kill me. So if you've got Willie Moore, when you're looking at Willie Moore, you've got to then look at the Jenningses, the Morgans. Why? Because it's the same blood. Then when you look at the Jenningses and the Morgans, and you see that they've bred off into these families like the Wrights, and before you know it, there's a spider's web of that man's bred into this, that bird's bred into that, and before you know it, you've got 4 or 5 families, the whole bloodline, and the main men in these families mix with Willie and get the parcel off Willie. So if Willie's getting 200 key of whiting, he's going 50 to that family, 30 to them, 20 to them, and it's gone. Now he just sits back and let the families do his running, and the money ends up at the top of the chain getting laundered. Then he buy all the businesses in the town centres, buy all this shit, start cleaning the money up. Now when they started this process, you could do it because it was all cash in hand. So they've been shifting pure millions of pound worth of cash straight into property in the early 80s, early 90s. You know, big Frank Lowe owned the biggest gym in the city centre of Liverpool, and he was a red hot drug dealer. But this Seal Street Gym, smack bang in the city of Liverpool, that's what it was called, Seal Street Gym. All the heavy coppers, all the big bastards that used to come on our estate and terrorise everyone, all trained in his gym. All them big coppers from the Bridewell used to come from the Bridewell and go and train in his gym and mix with them and be mates with them while they're drug dealing. And this is where the corruption stemmed from, right throughout. From Frank Lowe, Tommy Comerford, right down to when you've got fucking Curtis Warren getting nicked with these coppers in his pocket. It started up there. What was that dirty copper's name? Who Warren had. And then you had that fucking, that gladiator at the same time. Yes, Liverpool 24. So when you think about North Liverpool and you think about the Lows, and then when you've got Davy Lowe, you've got to think about Christopher Farley, because that's how it was. Dave Lowe was the man bringing the swag in. Chrissy Farley and his gang were the one distributing it. Now it weren't just Chrissy Farley, you know, because his brothers are banging certain people and tapping into other family movements. And before you know it, when I've got back out of jail, it's like people who were the Farley's firm have now had kids to Willie Moore's nieces. So now it's like... So when you hear me screaming about the Moores and their bloodlines, when you hear about the Whitneys, that's the Moore bloodline. So when we got took out by the feds and the Moores tried to shoot us dead, the Moores bloodline stepped into our graft space and took the graft. So the Whitneys, Willie Moore's niece, Kerry Mills, that's her name. So the Mills, these are all the same bloodline. Who else? There's loads of names I can bring out now. That's the same bloodline of them. And you'd think, are they related? They fucking are. So Kerry Mills has got children. Kerry Mills is the daughter of Willie Moore's cousin, and she's had kids to one of them Whitneys. So now the Whitneys are getting the swag off the Moores, whereas they used to get the swag off the Farleys because they're from Anfield. They got off them, but then they had kids with the Moores. When Willie Moore's got out of jail, they started getting the swag off Willie Moore, and when Willie Moore went to jail, they were continuing to get the swag off John Curry, which was Natalie Moore's boyfriend at the time. Natalie Moore's William Moore's eldest daughter. And she's been dealing drugs since I've known them, Natalie Moore. Natalie Moore's been taking parcels all over the place since I've known them. Natalie Moore used to sell cocaine on a street graft with James Richo. Spiff. Natalie Moore used to drive him round while he was grafting, selling bits. She's still back at it now, bang at it now. She's the link in Japan, his daughter. See, all their firms have got their roots, but Willie Moore's had a root from Japan for years and years. And Natalie's the one that's been going over there to speak to them people over there. I think she's based in Japan now, Natalie. I'm not too sure, but she was for years. And that was the reason, because that's where the link, and that's where the Chinese heroin was coming through Japan, and they were getting it from to there, to here. So every time William Moore had smack, it was China White, and his link was from Japan. Whereas most of these firms would be getting Pakistani White. Do you understand what I mean? Top of the chain heroin in Pakistan, top of the chain heroin over there. China. Scab, that's what they call it, scab. Miss Pink. And because of the names I'm speaking on, like I speak about the Kellys, speak about the Farleys, speak about these, all these names are well known right throughout the country, but not because of them. Because you've got other Kellys that exist and that have fuck all to do with them. So now I'm here speaking on the Kellys, I've all of a sudden getting messages off people who are Kellys going, you talking about, no lads, nothing to fucking do with you. But you always get it. It's like you've got wards in this country and they're not all connected. It's like you've got G's, you've got other G's in this country, but we're not connected as far as I'm concerned. But like you've got G family that live in London, you've got a G family that live up there in the Highlands, you've got us, but we're not connected in any way. I get people messaging me going, is Tommy G your uncle? For years I've had that. A doorman in Liverpool called Tommy G. Nothing fuck all to do with us. So when you got that kid who was stabbed to death, young Daniel G, his dad's called Tommy G, I think. But they're nothing to do with us. But he always get people messaging me, oh, how's your Tommy? I used to speak to him years ago and he's trying to come. Who the fuck's he? I know who he is now, why? Because we done a move on him years ago. This doorman, I think Tommy G, I think his name they call. I'm using Tommy G, I think that's what it was. He used to be a doorman with the Lynches. You know Sean Smith and all that, the 051 and all these clubs. John G, that's his name, John G. John G was a fucking a doorman in there with that firm, and he used to work on a club in Rice Lane. What was the club called? Like a little mad club on Rice Lane years ago, early 2000s, 90s, late 90s, 2000. They've had a beef with Pancake Taylor and that, this John G and all that. They've been having beef with Pancake and Spiff, Sean Smith, all that firm are having beef with Lee O'Reilly and Pancake and all this. And this John G's been working on a club in Rice Lane. I forgot what it was, well known down there back in the day, but I don't know what it was. He was on the door there. So Pancake and that have gone on a mission to get him. Parked the car up, pounced on him when he was on the door, filled his legs up with bullets. That's what happened. Yes, Jay. But even them moves you're going on with them, they were just shit houses. Shit house as well. Jay Donlan saying, was it the mansion? No. It was called something. It was like it was a powerful club on the fucking Rice Lane, or Vale, on the Vale. Da-da-da-da. That's it, Peppers, was it? No, Peppers was in Edge Lane, wasn't it? I think it was Peppers. Yeah, it was Peppers, I think. Peppers by the flyover. No, you know what, mate? I think it was before that. It was further down. You know where the library is? You got that old library, haven't you, on Walton Vale, facing the car lot? You know that car showroom? It used to be there. It used to be on the right of that. Anyway, that's old school. Hello. Yesterday's. I'm not sure what it was, lads. But I'm not lying, it's all truth. You know, people can confirm what I'm saying. That Darren Gee can confirm it. Why? Because he's probably got bullet wounds in his legs from that day. JLF, Peter, opposite Copper's Garage. You know when you're going down Walton Vale, mate, and you've got like it's well before Walton. It's before the Walton traffic lights. So you know where the McDonald's is now, and you've got the traffic lights, and you can go over. It's this end. So you know the opening to Wally Hall Park? You've got an opening to Wally Hall Park just by the lights, haven't you? So as you go up that road, you've got the McDonald's, the lights, and then this little way into Walton Hall Park, haven't you? Is that how it still is? I think it's that way still. Well, if you go back, if you backtrack on yourself, you've got like a little bend, and on that bend you've got this old library, haven't you? Like an old building. I don't know whether it used to be a swimming baths or a library or something. But right facing that building, you used to have that club. I think it might have been Peppers, you know. William Robertson. Anyway, it did happen. So when I'm on here screaming all these mad names, people are thinking I'm screaming on their family. So because most of the families in Liverpool have got Irish names, doesn't matter what your name is, it's Irish. So if I'm screaming Kellys, you've got Kellys in Ireland. If I'm screaming Murphys, you've got Murphys in Ireland. Do you get what I'm saying to you? If I'm screaming Carols, you've got Carols in Ireland. I've got an Irish audience. So when I'm screaming on these people in Ireland go, you talking about fucking us? Anyway. Yes, even the Burns, look, Jay Byrne. You've got Burns over here, and then you've got Burns in Ireland. So when I'm speaking on Burns, not all Burns are connected. So when I'm speaking on Liam Byrne, who was jumping out that car with Cashman years ago in Liverpool, remember? I remember I said, these rats shot Arian's car up and we're looking, and this Jeep pulls up and this fat Irish kid jumps out. Why don't you just link up with us? And I'm saying, fuck off, I'm not in the game. And I told you at that time, it was Daniel Kinahan. Because I didn't have a clue about Liam Byrne and all this. I just thought the Kinahans. I didn't know the Kinahans was made up of the Byrnes as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I'm telling people on a podcast that Daniel Kinahan jumped out of a Jeep and shouted his mouth off a little bit, when in reality, it was Liam Byrne. Yes, Jesus, Jane. Why? Because that's who Cashman was mixing with. Liam Byrne. John, my partner's name's Burns, but not Irish. Well, that's what I'm about, innit? Invade Belfast, make it Irish. Says Jay. We want the Irish to all move to Liverpool. That's it, Irish media. The OCGC, the Burn one. They're in Birmingham now, aren't they? Been here, all of them, haven't they? They live 45 minutes from here, in a little town called, or whatever, lead them to it. The Max. Well, there's loads of Max, isn't there? So you've got the McLarens. They're the only Max I know. The McLarens. And they was always round the Farleys, but they were always different. Like me and our Danny, I don't think, like, the people who we looked up to out of the McLarens was like Robbie McLaren. I think he was the eldest Robbie. So you had Robbie, Steve and Darren. And then you had Lynette, Tammy, Paula. And then the mum. I don't know how I'm remembering all these, you know, I'm going on like I know them like the back of my hands. But they were the McLarens, and they moved in from the South End. They used to live up the South End, which is predominantly like the black end of Liverpool. They moved into the North End of Liverpool and started mixing with these Farleys and shit. But every time the Farleys would give us shit, the next day you'd see the Max and they'd be sound with you and it'd make you feel okay. And with the Farleys, you've got you shitting yourself on the street, all of a sudden the Max are pulling up and going, "What's happening, G-boy?" That's what they used to call me, G-boy. "What's happening, G-boy, you're alright?" And that would just alleviate the, "Where's the Farleys?" So the McLarens were always good with us, basically. Darren McLaren turned a bit of a fucking knobhead when he was around Terry Kinney and Champ. And because we were giving Champ, not taking us bullying, our Danny knocked that Champ out. And then Darren Mack and Terry Kinney and all these started chasing us. Big chase mode off all these stegheads. But that's the only time. Another time was when my mate's being murdered. And my mate's girlfriend at the time was a McLaren. And the girl knew everything about what had happened to my mate, but had been told by Darren McLaren to keep her mouth shut. So my mate never got justice, and his family had been ruined off his death since. If they would have got justice, they would have handled it different. Other than that, that's all right. Big Danny KO Champ, yeah. Flattened him, lad. People who know us from them areas will know, like, the situation between us as kids and Champ and the Farleys and all these fucking helmets. We've always had problems with them. Why? Because we were considered the Gildays. So you've heard me speaking years ago where I found this girl who'd been hit by a car, picked her up, took her down to her house. It just happened to be this Tommy Gilday. Now I'm in with the Gildays now, and the Farleys didn't like the Gildays. So now, because I'm always getting seen in the passenger seat with Tommy by these, when I'm trying to mix with me mates who are mixing with them, they're all calling me a spying rat, get away. So I've been isolated from my mates because they were mixing with the Farleys, so I'm just a loner now. So when I went with Tommy, I was by myself. And that's what happened, really. That's the dynamics of it all. So they've always hated me, the Farleys. and Danny. Why? Because we didn't give a fuck about them. I knew what they were like. Why? Because we're surrounded by real gangsters, and I'm listening to all these when they're speaking, all these main heads from Liverpool, serious heads, not little dickheads like them. Yes, Anita, here for the boutique. So Danny's in and out of jail like me, and before he's gone to jail, he's fucking tethered one of their grafters or something. So now I'm by myself, and I've been getting tethered by all these little cunts, chase mode every so often and that. So now Danny's out, and I'm feeling brave. Danny's feeling ready because he's been in jail. We're only young. And the Farleys and all that used to stand outside the betting shop at the bottom of Mere Lane. Used to be like 20 strong every fucking day of these dickheads. And I was a guilty, so I weren't allowed to go near them because they thought I was a spy. So fuck. Anyway, I weren't asked. I was happy being a guilty. So anyway, Danny's out of jail now. And I've said to him, this champ's saying he's going to smash your head in and that, you know. He's going, what, come on, let's go along. I'm just going, sure, let's go with him. So we've come out of our ma's house, get on Robson Street, and we're on this side of the road. And the Betty's on that side of the road. And as soon as we come out of our estate and get on the road, you could see the body language that they'd recognised us. So as soon as we've come onto the road, me and Danny, and you've got all the heavies, Chrissy Farley, Ian Farley, Alan Farley, Eddie McCabe, all the little blade artists that they use on people and that. They're all there. Terry Kinney's amongst them as well. Little dickhead, but he was a fucking hard man for his time. Do you get what I'm saying? So we're walking along on this side, me and Danny, and you can see the Farleys, and then you can see the youngsters, your Mick Donnellys, your Eddie McCabe's, your champs start to bounce, looking at us, pointing at us. You know, like we're 5 years younger than them or something. These are the generation above, and they've got the area locked down. They've been cutting people up and doing all mad shit for time. Got everyone shook, but Darren and Danny Gee aren't shook with them, and they can't handle it. So we're walking along this fucking road. They're all screaming and shouting there. Champ starts shouting, I'm going to do you. As he's saying, I'm going to do you, a double-decker bus, has come on the road. So we shout, I'm going to do you, to our Danny who's next to me. And as he's doing that, a bus is coming. But that champ has came before the bus, got on the curb, and the bus has cut his mates off. So when they've all went across the road, the bus has come and give Danny a little moment. I'm with Danny, but I haven't got to do shit. That champ's thinking he's fucking mad. Danny's just hit him with a bomb. Sunk him. Sent him in front of the bus. Do you understand what I mean? When the bus has got past us, we've just got a firm of juiceheads chasing us. Serious. They're all steroids, abusing dickheads, all sniffing drugs and all. They're all mad fuckers, all on the juice and that, half of ears and shit. Like that. Darren McLaren was about 22 stone, looked like a fucking bear. Like had Terry Kinney, who had his own reputation. Had Ian Farley, like a fucking built like a shithouse, half a ear like that. And then you had the game. You had the Blades, your Eddie McCabe's, your Patos. These are murderers. They've killed people and got away with it. We've got them chasing us. You've got me fit as fuck, because that's the way I've always trained. And then you've got Danny heavy as fuck, because that's the way he's always trained. Obviously, they never cough for us. But you understand the dynamics there, don't you? You know, I've had Chrissy Farley in a car with his brothers trying to bonnet me. I'm a young kid. He's like 24. He's in this Orion Gaia, a grey one. Firmed up. I'm on the curb, outside of McLaren's actually. Not outside, on Rockfield Road where they live. I'm on this curb. Next minute, I just see this Orion Gaia bursting around the corner on a H-Red, so it's brand new, full pelt. It's only Chrissy Farley on a mad one. Chrissy Farley, Big Alan, Ian. I think he had Steamac or someone out the back window like that. But this is them picking on me for years. Why? Because I'm going with Tommy's daughter and I'm classed as a guilty. Knobheads. They've always been knobheads though, and that's the point we're making. Me and Danny saw right through them. Everyone else was shit scared of him. Me and Danny just told him straight. And that was always the case. So when I've got out of jail years later, why have I got Chrissy Farley driving round my Mars estate with the lamb and his son Jack Farley? Why is this big dickhead still got this problem with me? And he's smirking at me as he drives past with the lamb. You know, like he's got one over on me. So I let them know, scream and shout about them, let them fucking know they're knobheads. Who comes on the estate trying to be some sort of negotiator? Pervert Alan Farley, young Alan Farley. He's a dirty fucking nonce that comes and masturbate over them kids in snatches and that. So he's on the estate now in a Jaguar. He's cruised on the estate in this big Jaguar like he's this big fucking hard knock. He's wound the window down. Darren, can he have a word? What word do you want, shithouse? Don't ever come on this estate again. Oh, Darren, why are you being like this? Get off the estate, shithead, or I'll kill you. Was this screeched? Never seen him again until he's with his firm. And this is what happens with them all. Honest, I've got out of jail. And where I've been allowed back into Liverpool, I'm off my licence now, so I'm allowed back in Liverpool, so I'm in my Mars. I'm wrecking the area, you know, doing recon on the area, because it's all changed, so I need to know the whereabouts, I need to know the routes, the alleyways, whatever. So I'm out and about for hours, dressed in black, thing on me and shit. Just mooching, going through the quarry, going through these alleyways, you know, the ins and outs of my area, in case we've got to do madness. And as I'm doing this, I've come off the quarry and there's a gap in the fence that I've slipped through, and as I've slipped through, I've ended up in this estate. And as I've ended up in this cul-de-sac, it's a dead end. You sneak on the end, you're there, you're stuck on it. As I've ended up on it, you've got this X5 turning in. I'm thinking it's ARVs or something, so I'm in the shadows with my piece on me, thinking this shit. Then I realise it's not ARVs. Don't know who it is, but I realise it's not prod, so I come back out of the shadows then and I'm pouncing on this X5 just in case. So I'm on it. It's only Champ. I didn't know Champ had been shagging this girl, Thingy O'Connell. She's only young, but he's always like the young girls, that nonce. So he's got this John O'Connell's sister, and his nan lives in the corner house, and he's going to this house. Now he's meant to be Billy's fucking mate, and the last time I seen that prick was the last time Billy done himself. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So here I am now, packing. He thinks I'm there to kill him. You should have seen the state of him. Honestly, God. When he's opened his door and I've just appeared in front of him, what's happening, Champ? Because I haven't seen him for a while. I haven't seen him. I've been in custody on licence, come out, and this is the first time I've seen one of them in this sort of situation. It's pitch black, and he knows what I'm about. They all know what I'm about with me thing. I've always been a loner, and I'm coming to kill you. So when he's seen me blacked out, stood in him, right in front of him, he just went, Darren, how are you? Are you alright? Give me a hug. Shitting himself, like, feeling the thing in my waistline just made him shit himself even more. Have you got everything, Darren? I've been meaning to go to your mum's and give your mum money over Billy. Have you got everything you need? If you got anything you want, contact me, Darren. I'll give you everything you want. Sam, mate. Hey, little shit house. I said to him on that occasion as well, yeah, I need a bit of dough, make sure you contact me, mate. Throw me something, I need something to learn. Yeah, well, Dad, I'll contact you today. Never contacted me. So now I'm on a mission, mate, like 3 months later, I'm not lying. And things are getting heavy now, because I'm speaking about a murder that Champ done in Bootle years ago. I'm focusing on unsolved murders now. And years ago, there was a kid called Leslie Woodward from Bootle. decent kid, came from a decent family. Well, Mick Donnelly, Ian Rossiter and Alan Patterson stabbed him to death at a party. So now I'm speaking about this on unsolved murders, not deliberately targeting these. I'm on unsolved murders now, so I'm addressing loads of unsolved murders in the city of Liverpool, raising awareness on them and doing content on them. And one of these murders was Woodward. So now I'm speaking on him. These are starting to think the fucking gangster. Like, I need to shut up. I shouldn't be speaking on what I'm doing. And they're trying to be fucking gangsters again, this champ. Done a bit of homework in him. Followed him to his gym. Used to go to a gym in Harrow Park Hospital, just outside there. So I watched him there for a bit, and then one day went to the gym an hour before he arrives. Done my workout, went in the changing rooms and waited in the changing room, knowing quite well he's coming through in 5 minutes. So my back's turned to him when he's come in. I'm just got my shorts on, I'm ready to weigh this him, I'm ready to turn him round and fucking blitz. He just shit himself and went to bits, which made me just leave him. You know, years ago, these seemed dead big. You know, when you're young and they're picking on you, they all seem massive, they all seem huge and big, you know, when they're all on the steroids and that. You know, when I've got out of jail and I've gone in this gym and I'm looking to fucking you know, after I've seen him, he shit himself. A few months later, I've got to go to the Harrow Park gym to fucking have a word with him because he's chatting his shit. I'm just looking down on this little weird, washed up piece of shit thinking I'd fucking destroy you in a few hits, mate. And this is what you do, you know, the boys. You know, the men you're shit scared of now, you young lads. You're going to grow up and you're going to see exactly what you were getting scared from. The fuck all without the steroids. When they're all on the steroids, when they're young, thinking of the fucking bollocks, thinking of this, that, that's how they got the reputation. They were only game because they were on steroids. They were only cutting people up because they had the aggression of the steroids. You see them years later not on the steroids and they're just washed up, weak pieces of shit, and you realise just how powerful you are and just how weak all them are. Anyway, Charlie saying full of water. Not even water, is it? It's oil.